I'm back. I'm making videos. I haven't made any for ages. I've had a spring clean in my workshop. All this new bench put in. Look at that. Sexy. And a general tidy up of stuff. Fuel for testing. Sun blinds out. Ironically, today I'm doing a diesel heater and the sun's belting down and I've had to block it out. So, oh, hang on. Who's this? It's Quenny in a dirty workshop coat. Look at the state of you. You need pressure washing. Anyway, here we are. Look at this. I'm loving this workshop. And I've got room to work as well. So I'm going to angle it. There we go. This diesel heater here, this box, I'm going to unpack it, build it. I've never built one before. My only experience of diesel heaters is like in truck cabs and stuff like that, and basically turn it on, turn it off. Never worked on them, never serviced them, anything. So it's a first for me. Let's see how easy these things are to build. And in true Yorkshire style, I got this at about half price in spring because they were about 110, 120 quid over winter. And this one I got for 60 quid on Amazon, basically once they were reduced. So saving money. And by the time I've built it, I won't need it, but it'll do for next winter. Right, let's bring this box onto the table. Can we see? Can we see? That's it. Look at that line. Right, take your coffee, Quenny.
Oh, I'm sitting on your
That's it. You sit there, look pretty. Drink that coffee. Don't bloody spill it again. Let's move my buffet. Right. So, as far as I've gone is cutting tape, which I did just to check that it wasn't a breeze block in a box, because you just never know off Amazon, do you? That's a funny looking tank, isn't it? It's massive.
Can't see.
No, it's massive. It's so big I can't get it all on camera. Look at the size of that. I mean, that's... Yeah.
Not see it.
It's a cubit. What? Sorry. There, does that work?
No, down.
Director.
Down. Down more.
Oh my god, I'm going to chuck it out. It almost looks 3D printed though, doesn't it? Look at the texture of it. Badly 3D printed if it was. It's not 3D printed, but it's got layers. Anyway, that's massive. I might not use that because it's massive. Now, as I recall, I bought the 5 kilowatt version. So this is what it's what it is. And it says on there, Triclicks. I'm sure they're all from the same factory in China. It's just how it is, isn't it? And branding themselves. Don't know what that is. Let's get these 2 boxes out and get rid of one out, 2 out, and get rid of that. We're on. Right. I think we need to turn this camera a bit. Get a nickel knife out. Oh. Whatever was inside, I've just stabbed it. Right, so this is the heater itself. Hmm?
It's small, isn't it?
It's not what mine was here. Yeah. So that's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cables running into it. Which I presume connects to... So, how do we power it? I don't know. That don't fit that. I wonder if there's any instructions. That... Is that a pump? I think that's a pump. Yeah. I'll put that down there for now. The key ring. Is that a remote control? I don't really know. Anyway, polystyrene box is empty. So, file that. This is the box of bits. Let's see what's going on in here. Are we on camera there, director? Is that alright?
Yeah. Is it going to let fume out?
Fumes? Yeah, it's got an exhaust.
Is it safe?
See that massive exhaust? Big bore.
Oh, so you can't move it about?
No, so if I mount it high up-ish where this could be vented out through my corrugations in my roof, I don't need to cut any holes or anything, do I? So that's what I'm thinking. I know I've seen these with really long versions of this on. And I've also seen one guy get a really long one of these and run his exhaust down the length of his wall, and he built a box around it in wood and then filled that box with sand, and then the heat from the exhaust also warmed the sandbank. And he did,
like a big heater?
yeah, like a storage heater, yeah. So he could turn it off half an hour before he needed to, and it would still keep his workshop warm for another half hour. So, gubbins. There's some gubbins, some what sits. Right, that box is empty, file that. Coffee slurp time. Beautiful. We could do with a coffee sponsor. That looks suspiciously like it fits there, doesn't it? I'll tell you what I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing a destruction manual.
Is it in that one?
What one?
That
Oh, that green, is that, oh, it's a book, it's not just a leaflet. Oh, hey, you're good, aren't you? Application field of air heater. The heater is not affected by the engine, and it is supplied for the following vehicles with corresponding power. All kinds of auto and trailers. Construction machinery. Agricultural machinery, boat, ship, yacht, caravan. There's no sheds. Let's have a look through this. Have we got... it takes 12 or 24 volts, so it's not plugged into mains. 5 kilowatt, 5.6 kilos. Where's the 8 kilowatt, 5.2 kilos? What's that about? Oh, there's a loader. Can you see that? I presume that's all your parts inside your main box. Okay. Installation of fuel supply system. Here we go. Fuel for heat can be supplied from the fuel tank of the vehicle or an additional independent fuel tank. It's not allowed to install the fuel tank in the cab or passenger compartment or any region that is possibly to cause fire if an independent fuel tank is used.
There won't be any fire in here, would it?
Well, never say never. I'm going to look through my bags and see what we've got before we get started. So there's a directional vent. Does that extend? Not so much, but it bends a bit. And then you put your vent in the end there so you can directionise it. Don't know what these two are. What's the difference? I presume these end up on here somewhere.
Not really seeing it in there. Not really seeing that.
You're not seeing what?
The top bit.
Well, we don't need to see top of that, do we? That's the top of it. It's there.
Better.
I'm still unbagging. Bagging on here. That fuel line, probably. Some kind of wiring loom to go to your 12 or 24 volts. I think we need a tray. That looks like proper fuel line. That's not. That can't be fuel line, can it? It's too hard. What is screws, lots of cable, pipe clips. Cable ties, put them on there. A fuel filter. And more cable holderizing things. And a thing. Does that hold that fuel pump? That looks like diameter, doesn't it? Yeah, I bet that's probably for holderizing that. I'm stuck. Okay, nothing else in that bag. Get rid of that. This could be a 9-hour video at this rate.
Good luck.
Only the most dedicated people watch.
You just have to do that editing.
We should do a competition
Off.
where you win something Brink Shed Quartersy
Huh?
if you solve a puzzle. And you
What?
could give a part of the puzzle now and say, right, here's the first piece of the puzzle. And then they've got to watch the whole video to do it, because people really have
Well, that's
nothing
Alex. He'll
better
have all
to
sorts.
do. So there's two of them. I don't like the might go around there. Or that. Maybe it holds that one.
Read the manual.
I'm gonna read the manual. I'm gonna. Let me get my bench. You know what I could do with? A
What?
cushion on it for my delicate bottom. I'm gonna use this towel. It's an age thing. Your bum gets delicate. Must be my piles. Oh, this is like it's turning into a podcast. Right, am I on shot? Am I on shot? Come on.
I don't know.
I'm sat here.
Go on and
That's
sit
my
down.
hands. That's my piano.
Go on and
Right,
sit
I'll
down.
work here. You see that?
Yeah.
Oh. Right. We need a coffee sponsor. Did I mention that? Now this writing is that way up. So does that mean it goes that way? Oh, there's a rubber gasket there, look. Okay. Some bolts to that then. So is that? It's got to be in it. It's got to be that, because that lines up. Yeah. Okay. So do you mount it to no, we'll work it out. But I think it goes that way because writing's that way. Clever me. What did I open this? Oh, it's a replacement exhaust for a Fiat Cinquecento.
Oh, what?
Alright. Alright. You're not going to get the Fiat reference, are you? Because you're from Thailand. So it's a replacement exhaust for that Civic that you used to drive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Your cockroach car.
A little cockroach.
Litter. Installation of fuel supply system. Talks about fuel supply, but then it shows air vents. Or is that? That carries on to that maybe. Installation of air heating system. There we go. The bases of the main heater should have unevenness less than 1 millimeter. Oh, see, I've missed a load of pages, that's why. Let's do it in order, eh? Only special purpose parts can be used for installation of the heater. Following picture is the diagram for installation. It goes that way up, like I said. would you mind fetching me that nose squirty thing?
Yeah,
thing,
okay.
What's it called? I don't know what it's called. Thing. You know what I mean.
I can get out.
Good. Just checking I pressed record there. Wouldn't be a first time. Clean parts. It's part of the installation basis of. Oh my God, who writes this? The installation surface must be even. Its part at the installation basis of the main heater should have unevenness less than 1 millimeter. Evenness must be improved according to this requirement. Attention must be paid to the wife's arrival. Thank you, dear. Don't break that box down yet, because you just never know.
Okay.
Oh. What have you brought? Chocolate. Chocolate? Baby Ruth? Do you know what that's from?
No.
Oh my God! Get out. That's divorce material.
Nope.
So this is talking about putting a vehicle. Saying don't connect this trunk in to your vehicle ducting. It needs to use its own. And if it's sucking air from inside your building, don't point the hot air end back at the cold air end, because it'll just get too hot. Like that. Do that, don't do that. Can you translate this for us?
What?
The elevation difference between the heater and fuel pump and between the fuel pump and the fuel pump produces pressure from fuel to the fuel pump.
Huh?
Want you to try that again? The elevation difference between the heater and fuel pump and between the fuel pump and the fuel pump produces pressure from the fuel to the fuel pump. Well,
I'm looking. How many fuel pumps have it got?
one.
Oh.
Help. Right, so we'll just go ahead and ignore that. Fuel pump should be installed in places that can avoid heat radiant from vehicle parts and can emit heat in places in cool air.
Miss a lot of space.
Isn't it? It's like it's German when they got really long words with no spaces. We've got ambient temperature should, is one word. Not exceed 20 N. What's N? Shouldn't that be C?
Well, it can't be F, could it?
I don't measure mine. temperature in ends. Oh, right, I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore that page too.
Oh, and N and C is not close as well, so I don't know.
What are you looking at?
Keyboard.
Yeah, they are.
They're not.
They're both on bottom row.
Yeah, but there's 2 letters in between.
Is it a different key layout in China?
Oh,
No, it'd be American key layout, I bet.
it's still same letters.
Some countries aren't, you know. German is a different key layout. The Foley filter should be installed before the full inlet port. He's talking about that filter now. And the pump. Presuming it's a pump. So this tank they've sent us. Oh, there's something inside it. It's not fuel. Let's see what's inside. Is that? There's no holes in the tank. I think we have to make our own hole. On. It's a bit big, this. Yeah, so there's no holes in that tank today. So I'm assuming there's 3 there. They're your 3 that hold it up. So that, oh yeah, you make your own hole and that's your seal. So you can put your outlet for anywhere you want on your tank. Okay. What are they talking about? This is fuel pipe because it fits that. So what's that? Let's skim through, see if we can find what that is. What's that there? Is that fuel inlet? There's a rubber on it. Oh my God. Is that threaded? Does it come off? No, it pulls off. That's why it's not screwing off. So that's a fuel inlet for that. Okay. So we don't need, that's just a little protection nipple thing. Fuel taking device is only used for metal fuel tank. I think it's got a clunk like a radio control thing. Like in the helis. Yeah. So my question is now, if we're going to vent this out, up there with the fumes, and it's only come with 2 foot of pipe, and the pipe has to come off the bottom, so you're going to lose a foot of it.
God, can't you buy a new pipe?
I might need a new pipe. Yeah, it might be the only option, because that to me doesn't seem practical.
Unless you make a hole in the floor, blow it on the floor.
Is that the inlet? Air sucking tube and exhaust discharge tube. So this one flexes out quite a bit. I think that's the inlet. Inlet for air to be burned. Outlet for exhaust fumes.
Can't you
I mean,
do it on the floor?
Do what? Put
Make
the
a
heater
hole
on the floor?
Yeah.
Put what? Go out through the floor? I don't know.
How thick is the floor? It's quite thick.
The
isn't it?
floor is made from joists, so it's 2-inch thick.
But then it's going to be less travel space.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. If I was to mount it there, I'll edit that out.
You should. Yeah, I think it's going to be easier, or going out through the wall there on the bottom bit.
Through there.
Out the bottom bit, then you don't really have to have a mount and heat rise anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if I was to mount it under this desk here,
Yeah. Make the hole on that wall
and
or
put
floor.
the fumes out through that wall,
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be doable. Okay. Let's go with that. So let's get it bench tested then. We'll put it together, bench test it, see how it's going to mount. And then I need to make some kind of mounting piece of wood to mount that to. Isn't it?
Oh, you've got lots of wood.
I've got lots of wood. Got wood.
Getting warm.
You're getting warm. Yeah, we don't. We need this heater now, do we? So, I presume this is an air filter. Yes, it is. So that's good. Can I bend this to do what I want? It looks like it bends. I mean, it's bent there, but let's just straighten it and see what happens. Oh yeah. Yeah, so we can bend that through a hole and round a corner as required, can't we? Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. It just feels a bit flimsy. What's that then? So we've established that's probably a fuel pump, that's a fuel filter. That's an exhaust vent. Exhaust do them.
Tips.
Tips.
Ah, that's it. That's what you need.
Installing picture. Maintenance. Fault codes. It's gone wrong already. Quick installation guidance. Maybe we should have skipped to this page.
And pictures.
pictures of
Nothing.
something, but it's not ours. That's a fully contained unit, that one, where your fuel tank's inside and the whole machine's just bigger.
You're not bothered about that, are you?
No, because that one wasn't 60 quid. And the other question is, where do we put the fuel tank? Because they're saying here, does the fuel tank have to be below the height of the machine? I guess it does, which is why it has a pump. Pulse oil pump. Inflow of water is strictly forbidden. Water must be broken. What? Inflow of water is strictly forbidden. Water must be broken and the oil pump is to precision. The use of fuel to lubricate the use of the water will lead to friction between the internal components and the gap is too large to lose precision. What are you on about?
I don't understand.
What's this for?
I don't know.
They're calling that fuel line. It can't be. That's fuel line. And there's not enough of it. So it's got to be that they're on about. What?
A new fuel line. I don't know. Have you got any spare? From somewhere?
Let's have a look at this doobly what's it. Because that, to me, says that fastens. Yeah, because you're not getting that on there. You know, that's not happening.
Does it need like a water somewhere? You know, like a water pipe? Because that looks like a water pipe going to the fridge.
It does, yeah, it looks like that one that goes to his drinks thing on his fridge, doesn't it? I'm going to go back through the book and have a look, see if I can spot it.
Might be for different models.
Come on. It looks like a bit of insulation tape, but it's actually quite tough fabric tape, and I don't want to cut that cable. There we go. Right, so what have we got here? That looks like it goes to your batteries, it's fused. So you get a really long cable to run to your battery, and then the negative gets a really short cable which you can't run to your battery because it's not close enough. Wow. Okay, so that's that one. So that's the control screen. Okay, that's that one. That one goes to the main heater. What's that? What's this?
That must be a remote.
That's a remote. So what's that got to?
What's that on there?
That fuse. There's a fuse in there. Put it on that side.
Okay.
So that goes to your battery, right? That's in my hand, gone to my battery.
Okay.
Power lead then follows down to. Get off! The power lead then goes down to the main event that plugs in there. Everything else comes off there. So that one goes back.
What's that then?
That goes back to your battery, but for some reason they give you a wire that's 20% as long as your positive lead, so I'll have to extend that. And then these two go off to these two gubbins here. And that one goes to that one, yeah. So what else is there? There's nothing else.
Is there anything on the machine itself that will plug in?
No. So what is it?
I don't know. Has the book got the picture of that?
Well, let's look. There's a wiring diagram. Let's look at the wiring diagram. Where was it? Oh,
Ah,
it goes
there
to the
we
fuel
go.
pump. Of course, it goes to the fuel pump.
Benjamin.
Yeah. Need you. There's a bloke called on YouTube called Stupid Bloke, Stupid Videos, and I'm starting to wonder if it might be
should
me
be
in
on
disguise. Yeah. That's coffee finished. We need a coffee sponsor. Did I mention that? Right, now we know everything plugs into.
Plug it on then. Why do that? Where's your battery? Do you need
It's-
one?
Yeah, it needs 12 volt. Did you hear my big sigh there?
Do your battery first then.
Battery's not a big job. I can do that.
Well, the rest just look like you plug it in. Dum dum dum.
Plug it in. What's that for? We need some fuel line because.
Too short.
Well, okay.
Is it same as the bike one? Have you got
Well,
any spare?
Yes, it's the same as the bike one. No, I haven't got any.
Oh,
You know.
oh well.
That's all I've got up there.
Could you use that while
I could.
you're not?
I could use
Having
that and buy
any-
more. Yes.
yeah. Is it same size?
Probably. Let's have a look.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope, nope, nope.
Is it same size enough? You know what I mean? It's a bit big. It's a bit big.
Right, what else have you got?
Bugger all. Bugger all. And it's Sunday, so our options are
Limited.
Screwfix, Halfords, I don't know.
Is it same thing as that airplane pump?
No.
It looks same. Could you take one off the bike easily
No.
somewhere?
No, because I need to replace the stuff on the bike anyway. So.
The answer is no. You cannot do it today.
Quanny.
What? Or do other bits and leave the fuel pump.
Operating temperature -40. Fuel consumption up to ½ litre an hour.
That's quite a lot.
Up to. From 0.1 to 0.5. Oh, that's fun. Zoom. Zoom. So is that the air in or air out end? I can't tell.
Well, I would say build it and then just leave the fuel pump and buy it later.
Fuel line.
Yeah, well, that thing.
It was kind of integral to building it, really. So I think what we're going to do is go try and buy some and resume unnecessarily lengthy video.
It may be enough, you never know. If you put it close together, it might just be alright.
Do they have any? Oh. Did you hear that?
Yep. What is he? Like it's a spring in there.
It does look like a spring in there. Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah, there we go. It's got a spring in there.
Your Honda Civic exhaust hisses like a cockroach. Yeah. What's that for? No. Right, pause video here and go get a fuel line because that
Where are you going to get it from?
that's just about enough to go from there to your pump. Alright?
Okay.
But then you've got to go from your pump.
Does that mean they want you to use the
tank.
white bit for the pump?
No, it's
For the white?
no, 'cause the diameter, even if it was fuel proof, which I'm not even sure it is, it wouldn't slide over there.
No, I mean from...
And it wouldn't slide over the fuel pump ends, which are even bigger.
I don't know.
So
Does it need water for anything? Because
No.
that does look like it's...
I know it looks like that water pipe, but
Yeah.
no fridge, but it's not that. So
So who's got
I have
fuel
no
pump?
idea what that's for.
Right, let me have a
It's
look
not
at
on
the
the picture.
picture.
Right, look on the picture. Right, that's all electrical.
Yeah, petroleum tube card.
Where are you looking?
The tubing card. So that's go on there. Petroleum
Tubing card. Yeah, so
pipeline.
these are gaskets. This yellow line here is fuel pipe. And there's about enough to do that, but not enough to do
So
that
they should
and all of that.
sent you the black one, not the white one, really, innit? Of more
There should
pipe.
be probably 1.5 to 2 meters of this, really, to get, because they're saying the fact that it's got a pump tells me that the tank needs to be installed lower than the heater,
Okay.
because if the tank was higher than the heater, it would gravity feed fuel but then when you turn the thing off, it might leak fuel because
Yeah,
it's siphoning
the other
in.
way,
So I
yeah.
see why they're doing it. The other option would be to put a tap on it that stops the fuel, like that one up there on my thing.
Shame it's not the same size, isn't it?
And I do wonder if I could make that work with some clamps.
But will it leak?
It's got clamps.
Whoosh!
What are you dropping now?
My phone dropped out
Oh
of your
my
pocket.
god, that's twice in a day.
I know. I put it in the pocket of your jacket and it just pulled off.
Oh, it's my jacket's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put it on here instead.
I've got two clamps up there, and I've got some other clamps here. So these clamps.
So if it's got a clamp, you think it will work?
Well, a clamp will squeeze the seal and make it. Let's see if these clamps fit over that pipe that I've got. I'm going to use one of my 9 pairs of pliers. Are you ready? Would you like to log which pair it is
Oh, thanks.
for future
Who'd you reference, is
reference
it?
and videos and stuff? So yeah, that'll fit over there. It's big enough.
Clamp will work.
So let's pinch my fuel line off this.
Yeah, because you won't be using that yet.
Not
will
today
you?
anyway, and I can get some new. Pinch my fuel line. That don't fit that. Screwdriver. Screwdriver. That one. Clamp to there. Oh, it's off.
Oh, that's big. That's my Husif.
Oh, that's loads bigger, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, and it's still got fuel in it. Right, that's not going to work. Because
The
that's
other-
way bigger.
The other side is the right, more of a right
Yeah,
side.
because it's never been stretched.
Yeah.
So that's no good.
How?
Right, let's go back with plan A.
Buy
We'll go
it.
buy right stuff in first place.
Bugger!
Yeah, that never happened.
So why did you buy it when you didn't buy it?
Right, stop video. Right, let's go to Alfred's.
Let's go to Alfred's.
Right, I'm back. It's about 3 hours later. I've had some duck red curry. I've put my stuff down and lost it. I bought some pipe, 25mm conduit. It is. That stuff. And I'm thinking I might use this for the exhaust. It was quite cheap. So I'll put that on one side for now. And I've left my fuel line in the car. Egypt. It gets worse. The kids have eaten all my Pringles. Right. So that's the pipe it came with. And I went to Halford's and it said they had one in stock. And the really helpful guy behind the counter went, well, if we've got one in stock, that probably means it's been nicked anyway. And so there wasn't one in stock. So I bought some 5.6mm, which is for my Virago for later on. And then I bought some, I went to the other Halfords, 10 miles away, and bought some of this 3mm pipe, which should be enough to do what we want to do. I also bought 2 battery terminals because This runs off 12 volts. So, let's crack on. Lovely, lovely. But yeah, frustrating that when I've lost about 2.5 hours just because they didn't include enough fuel pipe. I'm still not sure what this is for. And it's really tiny. 2mm maybe. It is a pipe though, it's hollow. I don't know. We'll see what comes of that. Right, bench test this. Now if I'm going to connect the exhaust to this, which one's the exhaust, front or back? I can't tell just by looking. They're both the same diameter? No, they're not. I think that one must be the exhaust then, because that inlet, oh yeah, so that's that one, that's the inlet. So I think first thing I'm going to do is just sit this on some blocks like that, wire it up, test it and see what happens. I think that's the easiest thing to do. So blocks, we need blocks. I'm going to go get blocks. Is that even on camera? Just top video producing this. There we go. So, coffee over there. Put the cat in the bin. Spare coffee cup. Ow, you dirty sod. Splinters. Put it across these blocks here. In the bin. Will it fit there nicely? Put it there. Sweet. Like that. Get comfortable. Hey up, wife.
Hey.
Oh, quite a splinter.
Want some banana chips?
Banana chips. Oh, go on then. You bloody feeder. Thank you. Oh, they're nice.
They're nice, aren't they?
They are nice. So initially I'm just going to run it out my diesel can and put a pipe into it, then I'll work out how this is going to sit.
Okay.
So
Carry on.
carry on. Stop. Carry on. Biggity biggity bong. So air vent on there. Heap, heap, heap. Without greasing it. Heap. I'm going to do a 90-degree.
If you didn't unbend that, it would be 90 degrees.
Yeah, but it was 90 degrees down middle, wasn't it? And I need it right on in so it fit. Oh, dickhead.
Oh no.
I'll spit my crisp out now. Get that on camera.
No. Pinch them in.
Shh, don't tell anyone, they'll never know. There's no video evidence.
Use the other side. Because that's just going to go out, isn't it?
No, I'm on it. There, it's folded. And I'll just I'll make that rounder. I'll stretch it out. Bigger one. Yes, top use of sockets there, Benjamin. Shh, don't tell anyone, it never happened. What have you brought? I can hear your pocket rattling. Ooh, lint. I'll have the gold one, the red one, please.
Okay.
Unless you specifically want that one.
Just put my hand in and that's what came out.
How many have you got in there?
2.
Yeah, that's fairly round now. I'm going for chocolate. Give me chocolate whilst I'm recording. Because you know how my video production is very professional.
Make your voice beautiful.
Right. Put them like that. Oh, that's going to get warm, isn't it? Excuse me, dear. Chocolate mouth. Can you fetch me 2 more of these?
Okay.
Okay. I'll raise it up another. God damn, them chocolates are nice. So we need a sponsorship deal from Lindt. Right. Let's get some fuel line on it. It's enough pissing around for days. Thank you. One under there each side. Try not to get splinters like I did. Winner.
Which one's my cup?
The right hand one's yours. There, that'll do. Bench test. Can see the end of that tape, we shall just cut it off. What you mumming at? Your chocolate?
Chocolate and coffee.
Chocolate and coffee. Have I mentioned we need a coffee sponsor? Oh, let's trip over my pen. Buff it. There we go. Right. So, fuel pump to machine. Now there's an arrow on this fuel pump that tells us which way it pumps. It pumps that way. So that end. Just look the other way, Quan.
Right. Does it fit?
It fits and it probably won't need any clamps.
Oh, that's good.
Because it rate fits. You know when we went out to buy 3mm pipe? I think it was possibly 4.
Well, they don't have a 4.
They didn't have a 4, did they? They had a 5.
4.7.
Let's see what that is.
So big.
Yeah, see that looks really slack. You know, it is fuel there. You want it to seal. So, look at that. Hey, out my face. Chuck them out now, innit?
Something bit me.
I'll bite you. Right there, 2 fuel lines. Yep, 1 fuel line, 2 ends. Air inlet, exhaust fumes. I presume. Ah, you pig! Look at that, it sliced me.
Oh,
Oh, I'll bleed to death.
get a tissue.
I'll live. Right, I'm going to put that exhaust like that. Now, there's also this fuel filter. The fuel filters go that way, so I'm going to use this piece of fuel line that they sent us to go on there, like that. And then I'm going to trail that down into my diesel can on floor, and it'll pump it up here. So next job is we want 12 volts, don't we?
Wouldn't it be better if
Go
you
on.
swap cable? Well,
Swap what cable?
pump. That
Pump.
pump. Because that's plastic. The other one that you bought, the outer bit is more. No, that's.
This one.
So that one will be the same. It's more of a fabric outer bit, and then if you.
It is, but we've also got to go from that to a fuel tank as well. So what I might end up doing is cutting this in half eventually, and shorten, getting the pump nearer this.
No, I mean.
But I'm not sure how high I mount it. Go on, tell me what you mean.
Wouldn't that get wet and horrible? But that wouldn't because it's more plastic.
No, because the fuel's inside
Yeah, but if you put
the
it in
pipe.
but if you put it in the tank, it'll get wet though, won't
No, I
it?
can just dunk that in the tank.
I don't know. I should have. I thought it would get wet.
Do you see that? Ninja reflex there. Dad catch. This looks so flimsy. I just don't trust it to not leak. It just,
Can't you just use it from there?
that's my plan. From that
Yeah.
diesel one. It just looks like flimsy crap, does that? Got a breather. Anyway, let's put that out of sight for now. Put it down there so you can drop it.
Catch my phone.
So those little battery terminals I bought, I'm going to pop them on this battery so that I've got something to screw to rather than just trying to hack stuff on with a bit of blue tack and goodwill.
It works.
Sometimes. So we'll chuck them. This is going to be a really long video. If you're still watching this, you've got to question your life choices. My battery, now that I've set this up over here, my battery is behind this red box here. And I've put it on a boil, so it's at 13.6. I'll probably just leave that permanently connected for a permanent 12 volts in here that I can use on stuff. Handy to have. Oh, I'll just disconnect my boiler for now. Oh. Stop falling! Everything's falling on me! Oh. There we go. That's got a plus on it, so if we put the plus one on there, and we put the negative one on there, look at that, that's posh, isn't it? Is this even on camera?
Yeah.
I've given up trying to film at this point. Nobody's watching anymore. I want
What do you want?
that. That's a kit. And what do we reckon that is? 12?
I don't know.
Try 12. Yeah.
It's really
This what?
comfy.
Oh, put it somewhere else. Loosen that. Make sure that's. Remember, every tool is a hammer, unless it's a screwdriver. Then it's a chisel.
I don't need to know that.
Consider it clamped. Same here. However, I'll have to do it from. Just want to put it that way so I can get to it. That way. Oh, let me use a real hammer this time. We'll pretend I didn't use my snap-on ratchet. Nice. Put that back. positive. Let's be positive. So what are we going to connect this with? What did it come with? Oh, it came with bare wire ends, so that's not very helpful. And it came with a really short negative end, didn't it? There we go, that one. So that's a silly idea. So to show you what I'm on about there, that's the length of the negative end, and that entire red one is all the red you can see. All the red you can see is the positive end. So there's your Amazon feedback for you. Is black wire expensive? What's that all about? That's the difference. Yeah, it's about 20% black wire. So we're going to have to make our own black wire, because it's not going to be long enough anyway. So we'll twizzle that on there. Leave a bit more. Let's see a bit more gold. There we go. There we go. Do we put that in a Wago? I might put it in a Wago. I saw a Wago in that tub.
Oh.
Yeah, there's one. Oh, there's another one. What's that? Oh, that's the right size one as well. Beautiful.
Getting ready for a drama in the village group soon.
Oh, the traffic jam.
Yeah. Because
So
there's
on
been
the way home, the local church have got some event on.
No.
And, what?
Do you remember the one that they were saying about the tractor
Oh, the tractor went
using
down.
going up and down, and we were saying
Well, you know,
that will be fun. Tractors coming down. So tractors filming all the parked cars and post it in a group. Ooh, this will be fun.
it is a farming village.
Yeah, you can't stop
So-
tractor.
I'm gonna,
That parked car was horrible though, because there's nowhere
Right.
to go.
instead of just sitting there being useless, hold the end of that for me. And end of that black one.
These two.
Yeah, and we'll make these equal length. Look at this. You're finally useful. Oh my god, look at this. I don't think it all needs to be that long, does it? Don't need to be that long. I'm going to cut it about there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, the church has got an event on in the local village church, and because it's Sunday, everybody's home, so everybody's parked. And obviously, when you buy a house, you own 30 foot of the road outside, and you absolutely must park there and nowhere else whatsoever, which is what happens. But then that leaves absolutely no parking spaces and passing spaces, which basically turns a mile of the village into a one-way street.
And it was fun.
And it took us a good 10 minutes to get up with our right of way, with our, all the parked cars on the opposite side. And as we pulled up at our house, a tractor with a trailer and went down. There's not a prayer of them getting down.
Well, he didn't seem to stop though. It must be no one else moved coming up.
Anyway, what we're going to connect that to this battery with, we could put a ring on that, a ring terminal. You got a ring terminal, Quenny?
You've got all sorts in that box.
In that box. It's not that box though, it's this box. Which obviously is a different box. Oh, this is going to land on your head.
And I'm watching.
Yeah, it's my death wheel discs. They're sliding.
Shall I get out?
It's not a place for a lady. I told you it's like having a 6-year-old in here with ADHD when you're in here.
Maybe I've got it.
Right. Insulator crimp connectors. With a big enough thread. Now, that nut that I've put on there I need to take off again.
And that one. Is it this one?
That's alright. I've got a plan. What's the size? Oh, that's a smaller one. I like that. Does that fit? Oh, it don't fit. It's 10p short. Oh. Right, I'll do it that one then. So, what size is that, Gwen? 8, 10?
I don't know.
8.
Where's the number on here?
I think that's an M8. And if I just get
What's
an
an M?
M8 nut there, it's for millimetres, yeah, so if I do that I can nip that on the end of there.
Don't even have
Hold
numbers.
it nicely. The sockets you're looking at
This one. Is this the one?
are relevant to the outside size of the
No,
nut.
but is this one?
That's an 11.
Oi.
I think you want a 12 or a 13 depending. Yeah, let me pass you that nut. You can have a measurify.
Then I've got
Yeah. So if I then put this connector in here, I think for long-term use I might drop a bit of solder in here as well. Where's my crimper? Oh, it's that in, idiot.
Is it supposed to fit in?
Is what supposed to fit what?
I think it's that one.
Right. What size is it?
I don't know where the number
It
is.
says on it.
13.
13, yeah. Oh. That's not crimped, that. That's now loose. Great. Let's try again. I'm going to crimp one size smaller than I ought to do. Oh, that looked like it moved. That looked better. Crimp that. Hi-ya! Yeah, I might drop a bit of solder down there later. Right. So we'll have a canut on there. You reckon that's a 13, do you?
Yeah,
So
I think so. I don't know.
if I do that with a 13, not wrong. I'll just adjust that so it's not stuck out sideways. Do that. There. And then
Do
we
you
do.
still need this one?
No,
Oh.
I'm using a spanner, but it was good for measuring it. Thank you. You did a fine job. You can come again. A bit of a job of that. A twizzly round. And stick a terminal on there. Have you fed the dog?
It's only 3:30.
Oh, is it? Right. Just I can hear him complaining about it. That's nice and firm. Put that one on that end. Dirty nut. It's not good having dirty nuts. Nip that up. Right, we've now got power. If I slide that battery back to that corner. I'm not sure it finished charging, so we'll plug it back in. I didn't hear it boiling. What's that say? That says, when you're stupid, You put the terminals on the wrong way.
Did ya?
Oh, I bloody haven't all. I'm glad I spotted that before I plugged it in.
Ooh, ooh.
You gone full retard? Oh, yes, I have. That's me. If only there was some kind of symbol on the battery that told you.
You can get a pen and start
To do it.
writing.
Shall we use this one instead?
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. I really did. Screw up there. So I'll swap them round. So all you folks at home that have still sat watching this for some unknown reason, the black terminal's the negative one, and the red one's a positive. Get that, like that, untangly that. Oh my god. That, on there. Where's that other nut? There. I'm going to trim down this wire as well at some point when we've tested it all, because your fuse should be up near your battery, nice and close. And the fuse on this is like 40 centimetres away.
I think Bruce might want to go out.
You thinking?
I don't know. I will take this. No.
Why don't you just walk 10 feet and let him out?
Because I can't be bothered. I sat
That's
down.
disgraceful.
Because I sat down.
You lazy bitch. Right.
Ugh.
So, I'll try that again. Put my battery back on boil.
Didn't have to get up. He was there at the door.
He was on it.
He was on it.
He's a good lad, is our Tarquin. Right. Battery. Powered.
Do you know you can't see any of that?
Any of what?
You-
Listen, I'm just pushing battery out away. We don't need to see any of that. Pause for coffee. Edit that out. Do you know what we need?
What?
The coffee
A
sponsor. If somebody sent me a kilo of beans once a week, make me a happy man. Because that would mean we didn't have to buy as much. Look at all this bird's nest of a wiring. I've got a feeling I'm going to get some comments on this video.
Saying what? The table is beautiful.
Something along the lines of, you useless prick. Right, happy with that. That's there. Let's put these pipes back on that we spoke about. There's your little Honda Civic exhaust. Like that. Let's not have wires trailing over the hot exhaust. That'd be silly. Let's put them over there where it's blowing on them instead. Air inlet. Ill-advised to let them get too warm. So we say that's going to that little loom on back of there, didn't we? And that can just come over this side. Which way does that plug in? That way? Yes. Can only plug in one way. And then one of these went to a screen, didn't it? What's that one? Let's put these connectors away. I don't think we need them again for now. Put them there. Try not to kick that camera bin. And this screen, let's see what that does. Oh, it lit up. Look at that. Error.
Is it?
Yeah. It's saying it's got no fuel pump. Well, that's good.
You haven't put it on, have
Because
you?
I haven't put it on yet. If I had put it on, I'd be worried if it found it. So we want a diesel can. And diesel can is under this camera tripod. Of course it is. Where else would you put your diesel can? The best video is the shakiest video that you knock with the tripod. Yeah. Makes it real. So that and that. You don't want wet pipes. So,
Well, I thought it would be silly if you do that. I don't know.
I think we should cut that because this pump needs to go a lot closer to this machine than it is. We don't need to take that off there, do we? We need to just cut it how long we want it. So I'm going to say cut it there. Got some cutterizers there. Snip, snip. So that's, which way is that pump flow? Let's double check. That way, yeah. But we will take that one off. Just the other end was harder, I think. Triple check. Fuel flows that way. Fuel pipe here. Give that a little lick for lubrication. To put it in my mouth. In my mouth! Yeah.
Don't like that.
That fuel pipe's quite snug. A little bit small. Maybe 4 mil would have been better. What would have really been better is if they just sent it with it. Where's it gone? That bit. No, that bit. To the filter. Am I even on camera here? I can't tell.
Your hand is.
My hand is. This bit here that I'm doing.
Ah.
Right, so we get that. And then we get a fuel filter. Like that. This is a bit delicate. I'm going to be careful with that. Shouldn't be too bad filtering this fuel. It's fresh diesel in a brand new can, so it should be fairly clean. And then that bit, best fuel pipes mucky from being thrown on the floor. All the best stuff's got floor muck in it.
Stop licking it. It's okay.
I'm licking it to make it slip on easier. Use a bit of spit. You've used it before, you know. You've used it before. So, off camera here, I'm not being dodgy. I'm unscrewing my diesel can. There. That's not sketchy at all. Right. And this should plug on there. And I reckon that goes that way up. So that's a little clamp. Oh, came all the way off. I didn't think it'd come all the way off. There's a notch there to make sure that goes on the right way. So that's that way. Clip back in. Okay, on. Oh,
Oh,
something's happening. I did a thing. There's wind coming out of this end.
yeah, but the exhaust is not going somewhere though.
It's there.
We're gonna smell it.
Oh, you will initially. Right, it's saying 18 degrees. Is it 18 degrees in here?
I don't know.
It's also saying we've got an internet signal, a phone signal. What? What's that all about?
Has it got Wi-Fi?
I have no idea. Right, move my bench. You think? Let's have a look on. I don't know what to do. 10 P6. What does P6 do? I want it to light and set up lots of heat out. Okay. Don't know what's happening. Don't know what's happening. See what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna disconnect the whole thing so it gets a fresh start. Because fan's spinning in there. I mean, it's trying to light. I don't know. Has it sucked any fuel? It hasn't sucked any fuel. I'm going to restart it. Oh no, it's turning on. Patience, Ben.
It's making some noise.
It's clicking. That's the fuel pump. The fuel pump is clicking. I don't see any fuel coming up this fuel filter. Give it time, see what happens. I'm going to get my camera down and have a little close look at this. So that's what's making the clicking noise, which is the pump. And the pump runs down round this fuel pipe here into this can, but it's not sucked any fuel up yet. You can zoomify. Yeah. It's not doing anything. Okay. So, what do? Zoom out. Technical that. I'm going to put this back up here. No, it's not sucking fuel. Oh, we might have a little bit in the bottom. It's going to throw an error, isn't it, if it doesn't pull it through.
It's 19 degrees now, though. It's gone louder.
It's definitely making a fan noise. But I don't think that's... I think that's going to throw an error and turn off. There's no errors on screen.
Turn it up to like 30 degrees so you can feel different easily. See if it works.
Maybe. This says the fan's spinning, which it is. So is 19 degrees a target, or is 19 degrees what it is in here? What's that thermometer on wall set there?
15, 16, about that.
Okay, so maybe 19's a target. 23. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's the target temperature, not the
Okay.
not the current temperature. This little keyring here, which I think you can remote start it with that. So I could just lean out a door and tell it to turn on. Off. Oh yeah, it works. It's turned off. On. Ooh. On. Okay. 10. So how do you press OK? Is that, I don't know. P9. Okay, 23 degrees. 23 is a bit warm for a working man. I'll be
No,
sweating
but
at
then you
that.
can feel the difference now.
It'll be nice in winter when it's about 3 degrees and we can blow some air around. So currently there's a gentle breeze blowing through there.
It's gone down to 20.
I know, what's that all about? Don't understand.
Read the manual.
The manual's in Chinglish. You can read the manual. Well, volunteer. Right.
Ah.
It's in the worst Chinglish you've ever chinged.
Right, come on then.
Good luck.
Can't be used in the garage.
We're not in the garage. We're in the shed quarters. Right, the pump's pulsing. It's making a blowy noise. I'm still not seeing fuel in this fuel filter then. Well, a little bit now. A little bit. Not so much, but a little bit. So it is actually pulling. I guess it's got to clear that vacuum of some kind. It's not going to work until it gets fuel, is it? Just going to keep trying and failing. You know what we should have done?
What?
Brought your old hairdryer in here and just turned that on number 1 and that would just warm the room with a little bit of electricity.
You could do that.
Yeah,
Why bother buying that then?
it was stupid, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we've got a heater that makes sounds and clicks. So,
Have we got any of this picture in there?
any of these pictures? Oh, well, it's got
It's got that. That means it's oil pump failure, isn't it?
pump. Oil pump failure. Oh yeah, look at that. Check whether the oil pump is broken or not. Well, it's
It's new.
it's pulsing.
I shouldn't have any noise.
No, I believe it should pulse. I've got a feeling.
It's got a flicker at lights in it. Right, let's have a look. Pass me the manual again, please.
Go on then. You have a
Flicker lights.
you have an RTFM. I'm going to test my theory here. Is it trying to pull fuel too far? Bring this up here. Because it is actually getting fuel to this filter now. It's just a long way for it to travel. And that's not burning yet. You can tell that's not burning.
Oh, sensor failure. Oh,
Oh,
no, we're not.
The pump light's gone off now.
Okay. Maybe it's too far away, too
But
far down.
that's only blowing cold air there. That's not lit.
Has it got any flicker lights? Is the flicker lights gone as well?
It's turned off. I'm gonna off. Off. It's off. On. Ooh. I've got a feeling when it tries this time, power number 10, 1029 degrees, that's a manly heat. We could grow a cannabis with that. Huh?
Oh.
It's going back to 20. I think 20 is what it's measuring as ambient in here. I don't think it's 20 in here.
Oh, sun shining.
It's not shining on. Like you say, that's 16, 17-ish. So what's it going to do now? The fan's blowing and sucking.
The red light switching together, flickering together,
Right.
but I don't get it.
We've got a green flashy light here.
Yeah, but I don't know. Is that mean two lights flicker?
Oh. Pump's going. Now, you can see now the fuel's pumping here. Now that light's coming in for the pump, but I think that is for when it's using the pump.
No, but it said it's
that
on
thing
a
there
pump failure.
says pump is broken or not.
Move the pump.
LCD panel display. Well, the pump's working. I think it just thought it wasn't because it was pulling fuel a long way through that line. Maybe should have bled it up and sucked all the air out of it first, but that'd mean getting diesel in my mouth. So. In my mouth! No. I can smell diesel burning. I think it's about to light.
Is it?
Can you get a whiff of it?
Nope. My nose is blocked.
What? Maybe I should put one of them fuel pumps off that V8 on it. I'm going to open this door.
Yes, please do. I was thinking about
So we
that.
don't get fumified.
We'll be burning steak.
Oh, that
Is that hot?
might be a little bit warm.
But it's still got that green lights on.
Well, let's see what it does.
God, it'll be so annoying. Tick, tick.
But it is pumping fuel. I can see a little pulse. I'm going to film that little pulse. As exciting as this, isn't it? It's probably the most exciting video so far. It stops as I get my camera to it. Yeah. Anyway, you could see a little bit of fuel pulsing there into the thing. And now it's powering up. And
because the door's open.
it's powering, but that feels like normal temperature air to me. What do you think? You'd know if it was hot. They get hot.
It's not hot.
Do you know, we've been nearly an hour since we got back. I'm starting to think those Webbastos that cost $1,500 might be actually worth it.
Use my hairdryer.
So what now? It's stopping?
It's on and off.
What's that signal there? What's that? Has it got Wi-Fi? I don't understand. Settings. Don't do anything. Have we got to hold it maybe? Don't know. Nothing's happening. very confusing. I think it's turned off.
It has. There's no air.
The fan's spinning very, very slowly. But I've got a feeling. Oh, the exhaust is slightly warm.
Okay.
It's not really at that end, but over here,
Is it blocked?
very slightly warm. So I think it's finally bled up the fuel system. So I'm going to turn it off. It's not working. Off. There we go. On. Ooh. Let's just make sure no cables are touching this fuel pipe now, this exhaust pipe now, because it might just start working now. And if it does, then I'll mount it. Oh, coffee. Oh, I could put my coffee in front of the airflow and it'd keep it warm. Oh. Do you know what we need?
No. Chocolate.
Coffee sponsor. Chocolate sponsor. Oh yeah, you see that's gone cold now. I don't want cold coffee. If it had been sat in front of this airflow here, it'd have been colder because it's blowing cold. Right, I'm going to put my camera down again and wait to see what happens. I think it needed bleeding. I think it needed bleeding, and by bringing can up here, it's helped it flow. So you're coming on? Do we need to put up that thing? Program 10. Okay, 29 degrees.
Nothing.
Shh, patience, patience. Oh, it's powering up. Oh, we've got a... Right, look, can you see a little pulse of fuel there? I'm going to film it, before it stops, like last time it stopped.
It's got the thing
Quick,
coming on to say.
I know, but it's... Oh, so you can see there, every time it clicks, a little bit of fuel pulls through, which is going through into there. So it is filling up with fuel. That line goes around here through the pulse. That's the pump that is clicking. What you can hear clicking. Yeah, I think it's just needed bleeding up. Camera back. Look, this might be the best video we've made today.
Fully made one.
Depends, do you count the first one? Before we had to go shopping. That was an unboxing video. Hey, they're fashionable.
Alright.
Yeah, they're fashionable. And that is...
I should have done it with
cold
the
air.
hairdryer. Unboxing.
Oh yeah, you didn't think of that. Put it back in. Put it back in box, wrap it up all neat. And then unbox your hairdryer. You'd probably get more views than me. Your English teaching one that you randomly made gets more views than me. That's definitely pulling fuel there though. That's still pumping. I mean, it might only be half a millilitre a pump, but when it's clicked 1,000 times, that's got to have done something with it. I should probably turn my battery charger on so it keeps that battery topped up.
But that sit on the pipe, would that be alright?
What's on the pipe?
The box, the diesel can.
Yes, fine, it won't crush it.
Oh,
Oh, stop clicking. What's going to happen here? Oh, ever so slightly, like 1 degree warmer. I feel exhaust.
pass me that book. So confusing.
I got you. You read manual again. It's not very clear. That's definitely not warm air. But the exhaust is, again, slightly warm. Woo. Just a thought though,
What?
for my winter videos,
Yeah.
it's not going to be right good for recording, is it? Without going, be like you using your hairdryer thing.
Mine shut up when it doesn't work though, when I put it down.
Yours didn't throw any errors.
No.
Yours also cost 8 of these.
I don't know.
Something like that. I think it's. No, we've still got a fan. I don't know what to do. Do I turn the temperature up? Okay, 26. Go!
Key function, what?
There's a settings button here, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
Well, it said under setting status, press it to raise the parameter to be set. Under the non-setting status, press it to raise the operating temperature to be set. Then enter the setting
10
status.
P's. It's got 10 P's.
I don't know what 10p means.
We've got P1, P01, P02. That doesn't seem to do anything. What's that symbol there?
What?
Is that on your error things? That symbol there, is that an error?
Oh yeah, well, it's got a machine overheating. But is that mean it's just a machine, or is it a...
Oh, it's pumping again.
God, I don't know. Also, same picture of that is also a sensor failure.
It's not overheating in that though, is it? It's
Check whether the sensor plug is loose or broken or
What
short
sensor?
circuit. I don't know, it said sensor failure.
that sound is a Bernie sound.
Is that a red picture of the plug? Ignition plug failure. Oh, I don't know. Where is it supposed to be though?
I'm just not sure.
The motor failure. Or maybe it's just something that's working right now, not a failure.
Oh, we're getting something new.
What is it?
These lines at the bottom, these like a temperature gauge. That's new. This is running. That's. Oh, we've got heat.
Is it?
We've got heat. It works.
That's gone faster. Toot, 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 toot. Oh, it stinks.
It will do because exhaust's still in here. We haven't set it up right yet.
Is it hot?
Yeah, that's what blowing warm air now. See, it needed bleeding.
Oh, it smells.
Let's turn it off before it gasses us out.
Yeah.
You hold it for 2 seconds.
Clear. Is that supposed to say clear?
Yeah, it just powers itself down then. Right, I'm happy that that works. So we can mount that to a wall on a little shelf here.
Okay.
Exhaust it outside.
Oh, wait a minute.
Don't blame Min. Min means stinky in Thai. No, I'm suited with that. As long as that works, yeah, that's fine. I'm not sold on that big fuel tank. That big, whatever it's
What?
gone, plastic looking tacky 3D printed thing.
Don't use it then.
I'm not gonna do.
You've got that can. You'd be
I'm
alright.
gonna mount a shelf under here.
You've got a shelf there. Don't it fit on
Put it
there?
on there.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Move that jack and put it on there. No, because it wants to be near wall for exhaust.
Okay.
It wants to be permanently fitted so that.
No, I mean the can.
Oh, put the can on the shelf.
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, possibility. Yeah. That's it, it's powered off. It says off and it's gone off. It's only took it half an hour to bleed up since we powered it.
It wouldn't can't complain.
Top YouTube content.
You complaining of things.
What's going on? It'd have been a more entertaining video if I'd just plugged it in with battery terminals on the wrong way mid-fire. That'd have warmed it up.
Oh, good.
Oh, it stinks of diesel in here now.
Told ya.
Right then, Aquani.
Aye.
I'm going to move some stuff down here and get it mounted on there.
Okay.
Okay.
Pass me that coffee cups.
Yeah, could you nuke that coffee for me, please, and
Yep.
fetch it back out, because that cold one is nastiness. Cheers, my dear. Put that there. My vacuum cleaner. Compressor. Compressor. This could take a while. Now, it would be better if that compressor line. Hey! You tatty bugger, you made me jump. Piss yourself. Piss yourself. I could do with some kind of airline retraction reel thing. This coily line's handy, but it don't store very well. But as anybody doing up old bikes will know, it's an essential piece of kit for cleaning. I do like a bit of airline. Good stuff. So I'll put that under there. Vacuum cleaner. Also essential kit. It's in way a little bit. Right, I'm going to stop my video there, because if you're still watching this, you might be a very sad person. What are you doing? Why are you still here? It's what feels like 9 days later, but it's same evening. In fact, it's about 6:30 now. That was a faffy job. Alright, I got it cheap, didn't I? At 60 quid. Can you hear it? It's powering off now. I've managed to mount it. You see there, it's mounted, venting out there. It's exhausting through the wall. There's a little control panel up here. Oh, yeah, mounted up there. And it's just in the process of turning off now. But quite loud. I don't think I'll be able to have that on while I'm recording, will I? That's I'll have to see how loud that shows up on audio. I can hear it quite loud in here. And my phone probably does too. Well, we got there, didn't we? Got there. Just perseverance, extra fuel line, and a bit of tweaking on the exhaust. The exhaust only came with sort of 2 foot of exhaust, and that's alright if you're kind of within a foot of the wall. I ended up with some 25mm trunking ducting that I've adapted, so that works too. So if you're still watching at this point, I don't understand. Why? Send me money. Click like, click subscribe. Do not Facebook things. YouTube, that's what YouTubers say. Click them things. Bye bye.